Hi, Tom Reich for Making Business Smarter. Today we're going to talk about some free stuff from Google. Some fun stuff that's hidden inside, some great programs to go along with what the last video was about. You'll remember we talked about Google My Business. Well, you're on YouTube, so you have a Gmail account, right? Well, we're going to find out what's inside of that Gmail account that you probably didn't know about. And I think you're going to like what we have to say. First, a couple of announcements. I'm happy to say that either this video or the next video will be the last video not in our new studio. They've been building and building, and our new studio is almost done. At that point, my younger, smarter business partner will be joining for another series on business as well. Robert Washik is a master's in business, MBA, and his topics will probably be more business oriented, whereas mine are more marketing oriented. And we'll have two streams of videos, so make sure, before anything else, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell, because we're going to have a lot of material for you, and you're really going to love the new studio. Put a lot of work into it, and it's going to look as good as anybody on YouTube. So let's get started. When you have Google My Business set up, and if you haven't set up Google My Business, go back to the last video and see how it's done. I may do a more in-depth video. If you think you'd like a more in-depth video on Google My Business, please put it in the messages down below, and we'll work on a more in-depth Google My Business setting it up. But it's fairly self-explanatory. Now, once you have that set up, and once you have a YouTube channel, a lot of times you want to collaborate with people, and you do your part of the video in Pennsylvania, and they have a YouTube channel, and they do some video in California. Well, how do you get the pieces of video back and forth? You can go to Dropbox, and they're constantly asking you to upgrade it and pay for it, and you have to sign in with passwords, and it's very memory heavy. It runs on your computer. I don't know if you know this or not, but if you pull up the CPA usage chart, you'll see that it takes quite a bit of CPU all the time to have Dropbox. I don't know why. I don't know what's always running, but it always seems to be running. Well, Google has the answer to that, and it's free. It's called the Google Drive. Now, if you have Gmail, go to that little area. It's over here for you. And that little area with the 9 little dots up in the corner, and when you get the square of programs, which is coming on your screen now, you're going to see something that says Google Drive. Punch on that, make sure everything's filled out correctly, and now when you want to send a video to somebody you're collaborating with, or when you want to send too many pictures, or a PDF that's too large, it automatically goes to the Google Drive and asks you, do you only want the recipient to be able to open this, or can anybody they forward the message be allowed to open it? That's a very good security thing. And again, it's free. But they're looking out for your security. It means if you only want the person you're collaborating with, or your coworker, if it's a PDF about something, if you only want them to see whatever it is that you're attaching to this email, Google Drive has that set up. If you want them to be able to forward it to family and friends because you want everybody to be able to see it and comment on it, then you click a little box that says open it to everyone. And that's how easy Google Drive is. My one suggestion is, when you send a large video, after you know the other end's received it, go back to the little 9 dots on the top right hand of your screen and go to Google Drive, open it up, and erase everything in it, because it's finite. It's not an infinite number of gigabytes that they give you, but it's plenty if you keep it cleaned out. Don't use it for storage. Now, if you want cloud storage, Google Drive is the Google Cloud, and they're by far the cheapest out there. They're way cheaper than Amazon, and you'll notice no links on our YouTube channel. We're not affiliates of Google. We're not trying to sell Google. I am certified in Google, and I do think Google's the best product on the market, but we do not sell Google. I'm simply telling you this because that's why you're watching this video. We give you value. So what else is there? Let's talk a little bit about Blogger. You'll see a little square with a B in it. Now, why would you even want to go to a social media called Blogger? Well, for one thing, Blogger is a social media that is owned by Google. Blogger is a place where you go, and if you've written a new blog on your website, copy the entire thing with pictures, click on the B for Blogger. It takes you to your personal Blogger account that's attached to that Gmail. Paste it into your, once you have it set up, and it takes about 5 minutes to set up, you paste it in, click enter, bam, it's posted. 30 seconds. You have another copy of the blog, another chance for that blog to be picked up by Google now. In YouTube, that share bar, one of the few things on that share bar is that orange B. That's Blogger. You click the B, the Blogger button, your video shows up on the Blogger screen. Already signed in for you. And they put some lame little note about it, and the video shows up with the little arrow and everything already there. You want to go to the top of that video and write a description about it. You can even go and copy paste your entire description from YouTube and put it there so people get a full understanding of what that video is. Once you click enter, it's now entered into the Google search system. Not only the YouTube search system, but the Google search system. You want to have the Blogger account working. Even if nobody ever clicks on it, even if it doesn't work at all, why would you not have it? It's one of the things that YouTube allows you to automatically share. Click a button, share, done. So you want to have Blogger done. Another fun thing that's in there, you'll see a little thing that says translate. What's that? Well, as you get more and more and more into YouTube, you may get a very detailed business question from somebody in Bahrain, written in an Arabic language that you have no idea what it is. You go to Google Translate, again in the little 9 buttons, click it, open it up, copy paste that strange language and say convert to English. Bam! Google converts it to English. Virtually any language you can think of, and they convert it to English. Just that simply. You can see what your person has put in a comment. It may be a customer. It may be a legitimate question about what you're doing. Regardless, they're one of your subscribers and you want to be able to answer them. And Google has that taken care of. Another thing that people spend a lot of money on, and they shouldn't, because the best calendar there is the Google Calendar. You can do anything with this thing. Not only will it remember birthdays 10 years out, you can put all your appointments in, day, night, morning, evening, weeks, months in advance, alarms that happen a week in advance, a day in advance, an hour in advance. They can pop up on your phone, they can pop up on your desktop or your tablet, wherever you tell them to pop up. You can even have a video announcement come on to remind you what this meeting is about, what you need to bring to it, whatever you want to program into it. But Google Calendar, click on it, start reading it, understand it. You will not find a better calendar, and again, totally free. Photo album. You'll notice a button right here called Photo Album. Now, you're used to Windows and Microsoft, and their photo album's kind of lame. You throw your photos in there, and they show you a lame slideshow, and you can have that same lame slideshow showing in the background of your Windows if you want to, and that's about all you can do with it. Not so with Google. With Google, their photo album allows you to database all of your photos and videos any way that you want them in multiple groupings, and then access those multiple groupings from anywhere in the world on any device in the world, no matter what it is. Download any one of those groupings or any individual picture, print it on any device. It will convert it, the picture or the video, to any format that it needs to be. Take a look at it. I think you'll like it. You might be used to the one on Windows. That's a nice basic program, but the Google one, it's really deep. Now remember that a lot of these programs were built for something called Google Plus, G+, and it flopped terribly. So they spent billions of dollars on a program, a social media that never happened. And they've divided it up into a bunch of free programs to make sure that their new social media, which isn't new at all, we've all known it was out there for 16 years, YouTube, that's now Google, and that's their social media. So they're taking all of these things that they built for their Facebook, which was G+, and they're putting it into Gmail. So no one has any excuse to be on anything but Gmail, G-Office, G-Calendar, G-Photos, G-Translate, and of course, the best map in the world. Now, why do you want to use the Google map? Well, there's a lot of good maps out there. There's a lot of good navigation out there. But with Google, all you have to do, you don't have to go and press the map function. All you have to do is type an address on the top bar and enter it, and the map comes up. If you're in Google My Business and somebody's searching your business, the map comes up. If you really want to see where you're going, you find their address and you close up to it and hit satellite view, and wow, you can see it on satellite view. You can actually see their front door. You can see the parking lot. You can see the space you want to park in where the shady tree is in the back. Have all that stuff done. It tells you how long it takes to get there. And if the address you want to get to, if you're in Florida and it's in Texas, it pops up with the latest plane flights and how long it takes to drive and how long it would take for a plane flight, a bus, a train, what's available. Google Maps goes a lot farther. It also will show you the night sky if for some reason you'd want to see that. Alright, now let's go into some search tips. That's enough of the hardcore programs. This is semi-fun, and then we'll get some real fun stuff to end it out. But search tips and tricks. If you're searching for something and you're having a hard time because you search for exactly what you want and everything but what you want keeps coming up on the list, and it's really frustrating you. Very simple solution. Put quotes around what you're searching for, and exactly that will come up, or it will say nothing found in search, which is also possible. Then you need to think of a different way to explain what you're searching for, but that rarely happens. In quotes makes it search for just that, only that, no advertising, no anything, just what you're searching for. Okay, let's say you're searching for a red 1995 Corvette in excellent condition, and nothing comes up, or only one or two things comes up, and now you want to search for the same thing, but it could be a different color. Remove the word red and put in the asterisk symbol, and now it will bring up everything for that exact search, but in any color. Anything that has to do with a date. If you want to find a particular article in a magazine, or if you want to find what was written about the SARS virus in 2012, you could say SARS virus in 2012, or in a particular date. If you want to find a stock price, all you have to do If you know the ticker name or the stock name, the 3, 4, 5-letter term, you just put that in the top search bar and press enter, and up will come the stock, its current price, and a graph of where it is that day. Or you can click that week, that month, that year, or all the way back to the founding of the company when it first came on the stock exchange. It'll also tell you background of the company, bunch of other information on any stock that you want to at any time, just by putting that in. If you can remember a whole name of something, but you can't remember what the title is. Let's say, for instance, you want to find all the information and you know that the title had to do with deep rich data. You can put in title ... in title ... deep rich data, and it'll bring you a bunch of results that have deep rich data in it, and one of those will be yours because it's kind of a rare term. Now if you say 1978 Corvette again, that'll have 20,000-30,000 results. But if it's something relatively rare like deep rich data and you just can't remember the whole title, remember, you put in title ... deep rich data. Now if you can remember a lot more about the title, then you know that it was deep rich data and Cheetah, because Cheetah was the name of the company that invented deep rich data. So you put all in title ... deep rich data Cheetah. Now it will rearrange the order of the words and come up with anything that has everything in a title, deep rich data, and Cheetah. Might be Cheetah invents deep rich data, or deep rich data developed by Cheetah. Whatever that is will come up. You can find any similar website by simply checking its keywords. Now what do we mean by that? Well, let's say that you're XYZ cleaning company, and you think that you have the perfect SEO'd website. This is what you do. You ready? Write this down. This is important. Type in related ... your name, xyzcleaningcompany.com. Enter. Now, if other cleaning companies in your area come up, that means you're SEO'd correctly for cleaning companies in your area, and that's right. If a restaurant comes up, a travel agency, and a pet rescue company comes up, you've got big problems in the SEO department, and it's time to call a marketing company and get your website fixed, or watch some of our videos or some of the other great videos on YouTube that'll tell you how to fix your SEO. Because when you put that term in and you press enter after your website.com, you better have the same type of businesses in your area come up. And that's the best checker you can possibly have. Now, remember, that's related ... yourcompanyname.com. That's it. Now let's say that you want to find the instruction manual for a Canon EOS 250D. If you just search Canon EOS 250D, there's going to be 12 people trying to sell you something, the Canon website that's confusing, and then it'll be in 8 different file types. The easiest way to do that is instruction manual, Canon EOS 250D, if you know what that's specifically, PDF. And what comes up are offerings of PDF. You see the one that says free download, click on that, download the PDF, you're finished. You don't have to worry about sales routines and buy this and do that and all that other great stuff. Okay? Well, let's have a little bit of fun. You have somebody at the office that kind of annoys you a little bit, or you just like joking with and you're trading jokes all the time, go to their computer when they're not there and type in SQ, ASKEW, and hit enter. When you do, the whole screen, not the top line, but everything that has to do with Google will go slightly askew, like a little bit seasick, a little bit over to the side. No explanation for it, and it will stay that way until the computer's restarted or until they complain loud enough that you go over to the computer. Oh, I can fix this. Watch. Type in barrel roll, enter. The whole screen turns over once, and everything's perfect again. Just if you like to play a little joke on somebody, it's kind of fun. Doesn't hurt anything, doesn't do anything wrong. Google programmed it in there for just that reason. It was people within the Google organization playing around with each other. And other people have this on their tips and tricks, but they just talk about it like, oh, you can make it go askew. They don't tell you why you'd make it go askew. You do that to joke around with somebody. You don't leave it that way. You make sure that you go and fix it so they don't have an askew computer all day. Now, what if you typed a phrase like cool dude into the computer? Let's say that you really want to know how long the term cool dude has been used. Well, what you do is type ngram, N-G-R-A-M, ngram, colon, cool dude. And what that brings up is how many times, graphically, that term has been used in any publication, book, magazine, or newspaper over the last 10 years, 100 years, or 500 years. And you're going to be surprised about some of the terms that aren't as modern as you think they are. Finally, if you want to, and this is kind of a useful trick, if you want to turn your desktop computer or your tablet into a TV set to watch YouTube TV, Google's made it really easy. This is all you do. Type in the top, YouTube/TV. Bam! You're now in YouTube TV mode. It looks just like it would look on your television set. It's also a good way to check your videos and to check what your channel looks like in TV mode. YouTube/TV. And that's it. And as always on Make Business Smarter, we try to make you a little bit smarter, try to show you a few tricks and have some fun. Very soon we'll have the new studio, the lighting will be better, and a lot more room, and a lot of fun toys and gadgets to play around with. Looking forward to that. If you would, please like this video and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. I hope we've made you just a little bit smarter. Have a great day.